what changes were made in the law that made you want to go from one location to another?
Good question. Love of Law, Los Angeles. I was there in '94 before Prop 215 took place as far as medical. And I was also there for the riots. You know what I mean? So I seen a lot.
Like Born Wisdom, right?
Yeah. So again, I left here in '91. You know what I mean? And I started to explore Love of Law, and you know, that's how me and Born of Law, who was originally from here, who was out there, that's how we linked up and started to build. But he was out there before me. But at the same time, I started to get out there and do certain things. Now, because of where I come from, meaning here, my mentality is no matter where I go on the planet, it belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. So my mind was that out there they do things differently. You know what I mean? Out here they do things. No, there's only one way you do it, the right way. So that's another reason. Now, going back to that question, what was the question again?
Well, what was the
law
changes in the law that made you relocate from?
Right. So what I started to see is that this hemp thing, from hemp, the farm bill, to medical marijuana, to cannabis and all the ancillary products, made me say, you know what? I need to forecast what's about to happen going back home. I started to look at various states and study what they were doing. I started to pay close attention to Georgia, right? Has the most strictest hemp or cannabis laws there is right now. Of course, that's gonna change though, because we're gonna change it, right? We're gonna have to change that. And we are changing it. And I started to see that they had a program in 2015 called the Haley's Act.
Is that where they deregulated?
No. The Haley's Act was dealing with a Caucasian little girl who had a lot of epilepsy issues, and it was a representative, a politician, who created the law, right, for low THC oil, right. And when I started to see that, if he created the law, he's retired now. He just retired, I think, either last year or early this year, and now he's the only one that manufactures this oil, which means he's reaping the benefits of the law he wrote. Now, my lessons tell me that there's rules and regulations, there's laws and order. Well, I know I'm not writing the rules, but I'm gonna be regulated by the rules who wrote them, right? So I had to say to myself, the only way I'm gonna be able to manifest what I need to manifest in terms of Georgia, I got to be in Georgia and study them, as the lessons tell us to do, to study every square inch. So I did that, and I've been doing that since I've been there, studying everything about them.
Right. So what? I mean, as of now, you know, as you manifested, according to Georgia law, it is legal for qualified persons to possess 20 fluid ounces. 20 fluid ounces.
That's correct.
Of low THC oil, and I had to put, like, you know, emphasize low. Low. What does that mean?
Okay, right? so let's understand THC. For those who don't understand, it's called tetrahydrocannabinol. It is the what we call the psychoactive element that gets you high. So they have a law that it shouldn't be over 0.3% or 0.5%, depending on who you're talking to. So when you look at low THC oil, how could you create a law and you have no place to find it? And the only place you can find it is from the guy who created it. So you just monopolize the whole system, right? This is what the devil do, right? He'll go ahead and create the law. He won't tell you about it until 5 years later. Now he has a grip on it. And here you come wanting equal access or social equality. You never gonna get it unless I tell you. He would never allow you to be a part of his social equality. Why? Because he's afraid. What's he afraid of? You're gonna find out what he knows. And once we find out, what do we normally do? We take over. You know what I mean? So again, the low THC situation, they just now put in an enactment, the Georgia's Hope Act. And in order for you to get in the game in Georgia, you got to have at least $10 million with no guarantee. Do you got $10 million, God?
I certainly don't.
But you got resource, right? So if you had a plan, and you had a plan of operation that will produce it, you can get with investing that can get you to 10 million. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So I started saying to myself, life, this is what got to be done. You can't do it from love of law. You're gonna have to make a move. So I'm in Georgia. to be where it's at. And I'm closer to home, so it's only a 2-hour flight.
With a determined idea.
Without question.
If Mecca did this.
Peace. In celebration of each other, we support each other's hustle. Weight Life has sponsored this content. You can get a sweatshirt, t-shirt, or a hoodie at the Common Unity store of a law school in Mecca. Or just simply hit me up. I got the hookup. Peace.